Good morning. All right, so today is Monday the 18th. We are getting ready to go to, well, first of all, let me just say, I know it's been a long time because this is a regular vlog. I'm returning back to YouTube, trying to get those going again, at least once a week. You're gonna have to bear with me. I've had, for those of you who don't know, a lot of things going on. I will explain bit by bit in this first vlog, but right now we are getting ready to go to my rheumatologist. I have an appointment with him at 2:15, and it's a little bit of a drive. It's in Port Richey, so we're doing that. Um, Again, I'll get into everything, what's been happening, what's been going on. For those of you guys on Facebook, you guys already know. Uh, so yeah, but I will definitely get into it when I have more time to just sit down and kind of go over everything. Um, you guys, everybody on Facebook, are on YT as well, so you do know what's going on and what the vlog is going to be about because, as most people know, the vlogs that I do is my day-to-day life with AS, and among a few other things, just in general. So yeah, we'll be catching up a lot with that, and so yeah, it's going to take a minute to catch up, but we will get caught up. On that note, I'm going to finish getting ready. I got to wait for Dan. He's in the shower, and then we're going to get in the car. We're going to jet out. So, all right, guys. Tuesday. Obviously went to see my rheumatologist yesterday, and all that went okay. He's going to order some more imaging testing and something else. I can't remember exactly what it was. But we're going to wait until after we get done and get all the reports back from the cardiologist. So I see them on Thursday. But anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the main thing because I got a few people in, and it's going to make it a little bit easier because I keep going. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Ankylosing spondylitis, autoimmune disease. It's where basically your body is fighting fighting itself to a degree. It affects joints, hips, spine, again, all joints throughout your body, and sometimes depending on the severity, organs, heart, lungs, whatever. So it is hereditary, and a lot of people have the assumption that because of the gene, the HLA-B27, they think that you have to have that to have AS, and that is not, in case, true. People who don't have that gene can, in fact, have ankylosing spondylitis. So there's that. You have to obviously get it from one of your parents. Back in the day, it was thought that you got it from your father. They found that it's not true. In my case, however, that is true because I was able to go, before my mom passed, she had some stuff done, and I found in one of her files, she kept a file on everything. In one of the files, they had actually run that test, and she was HLA-B27 negative. So I did get it from my dad. Now, that does not mean that he had AS. So, he was just a carrier. I'm just the lucky shit that got it. So, but I'll get in deeper into all that later on. So basically that's what it is. I'll be talking a little bit more about it. And, yeah, right now, Dan has an appointment. And then after that, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll have to wait and see. Not feeling that great, but figure it out. Good morning. How are we doing? It's like 7:30 in the morning. I've been up. Shit, I've been up since 6:30. I had a telehealth appointment this morning, so I had to get up early. Got coffee, waited for that. Got that out of the way, and now I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the day. So, Dan's still asleep. Whatever. It is what it is. Yep, just get moving around. Today is Wednesday. Alright, you guys are gonna have to really, really, really be patient with me because I'm trying to get back into this whole vlogging thing and making it look seamlessly put together and not chopped up. And so far I'm not doing that. We are on day 3. And day 3, and it's like, what did I do Monday when we were going to my appointment? This is what we're doing. Chop. Tuesday. This is what happened. Chop. And then here we are again. We meet again. I don't want to make them look so choppy. I got to figure out, maybe I can do it in editing and make it seem not so chopped up. But yeah, look at this bed. I'm in the front room. Look at all this crap. I got to get all this stuff right here. Oops. All this stuff right here. I got all the bedding done and cleaned, and the kitchen towels back there, ready to go back into the camper. I'm ready to take the camper back out, but I got too much to do. We've got too much to do. And people, my God, how do people do it? These people are just walking, doing their morning walk, getting their exercise in, like it's effort. I mean, it was no effort at all, very effortlessly. Anyway, yeah, on that note, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I have no appointments today. I have a free day. Oh, we got to take the car in to get the... God. Had the oil changed in the car, right? And, Dan backed out. No, he didn't back out. I backed out yesterday. And now I forgot my sunglasses. I had to come back in and get my sunglasses. And I noticed these oil drops on the garage floor. I'm like, okay. So, told Dan. Dan's not going to fool with it. He called him. He was going to take it back up there, have him look at it. Probably the oil filter that didn't tighten it. Or some sort of plug. I have no idea. In any case, alright, I'm going to get off here for just a sec. And I'm going to quit saying that. That's part of vlogging. Don't say, be back in a minute. See you in the next clip. I got to cut that out and make it seem smooth in so it's not so chopped up. So I'm retraining myself. It's going to be a minute. It really is. Anyway, how do I feel this morning? Well, actually not too bad. Tired. I didn't get in bed till 1 o'clock. I got up at 6:30, so I'm tired. Part of me wants to go back to bed. That's not happening because that's going to throw the rest of my day off. So I'm not going to do that. But I don't feel too bad. I haven't had any more episodes. Fingers crossed. And tomorrow I do see the cardiologist, and we'll discuss that here in a bit. So, anyway, keep it moving. Well, we've landed on Thursday. Alright, so today is Thursday. I did go get my stress test done this afternoon. It was pretty straightforward. A little bit different from what I had remembered. The last one I had done several years back was done completely different than this one. So in this one, they did, instead of using the treadmill, they put the, I can't remember what they call it. Anyway, whatever it is that speeds your heart up, and, so they can get the pictures they need or whatever. And I don't know if it's an MRI machine or a CAT scan machine, but that's what it looked like to me, because that's what it looked like. They lay you down, they got you all hooked up, in you go, 20 minutes, out you come, after they're done doing what they're doing. The only hiccup on this time was when she was trying to find a vein to do the IV. So she was in where they would typically, take blood, and she went in a couple times, and this needle was like, and I can handle needles. Nothing phases me, but she went in, thought she had it, missed it, thought she had it again, missed it. Then she goes, oh, I think I got it. And I'm like, oh, thank God. and she went to flush it with the saline, the solution, and immediately I looked down, I felt it, and I looked down, and my arms were bubbling up around. I was like, no, honey, you ain't got it. Okay, you don't have it, trust me. So we took it out. I said, listen, I said, you got one right here. You got one begging to be used. Use it. So first try, she got that one, and that was the hardest part of this whole damn 20-minute test. But I should get the results back in. I don't know if I'll get them back by Friday, but at least by the beginning of next week. And then I go back after looking through it. I go back, but I'll have the EKG, the echocardiogram, and then after that I'll just do a follow-up. But by that time, at least I'll try to get the results before I go in for the follow-up. So, and hopefully we can see it, or at least rule anything out, and then we can go from there and get to going on, getting more scans done on my neck and back, and see what they can figure out where this is, or if anything can be done with the nerve compressing situation. So, on that note, that was it for the day pretty much. We did go grab something to eat afterwards, went to what Dan would call Crappy Barrel, and he wasn't pleased. Mine was okay, his was not, so he wasn't too happy about it, but what are you gonna do? And that's it. Yeah, tomorrow, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll pick up the camera depending on what we're doing. We may, I don't know. We'll just see. Wait and find out. Again, I am so sorry this first vlog is a bit choppy, and I'm doing what I can in editing. I got the first part edited already, and then I'll blend this in, after. But we'll see what happens, and see how it turns out. Plus the fact that I'm using my old phone for this first vlog is completely done on my old phone, so there's that. So if the quality is not there, I don't know if it's going to upload in HD. We'll have to see what happens. If not, I've got my other cameras, but this was just so handy. I've got the selfie stick with it, and I'll show you. Come with me. See? That's me in the camera. I'm in the mirror and the camera. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I say I'm using my old phone to do the vlog. So, alright guys, I will at some point come back and yeah. Yep. I'm not going to do that. I can't say I'm going to come back. I'm just going to fade in or fade out and fade in, as they were. Alrighty then. Alright, checking back in for the last clip of this travesty of a vlog, because I have just chopped it up. But you know what? I'm putting it up because I am big enough of a person to say, yep, I jacked this up. I need to get back into the swing of things and make it right. And this is not my best vlog, trust. But anyway, so we are with a day where I don't have a doctor's appointment. However, Dan has a doctor's appointment. He's going to, not really an appointment, he just has to go get his pacemaker checked. It's that time for him to do that and see where his battery is and see how long he has left on that before they have to replace it. And at that point, then he'll just walk across walk across the way and see the cardiologist real quick. And then I have a movie lined up for us for later on this afternoon. So yeah, that's it. And of course tomorrow I'm going to start trying to get this place cleaned up a little bit and get some things knocked out while I'm feeling like doing it, while I'm not having those episodes, knock on wood, and while my foot's not bothering me too bad, knock on wood. I gotta call them too. I don't know, they never call me with an appointment time or to schedule the surgery for that, for my foot. So I got to call them, or I'll wait till Monday and do that and get that done, because we want to get some stuff done after, and I can't plan anything until we know when they're going to do that, because, you know, there's going to be at least a 2-week downtime where I can't be weight bearing on it, and then after that I'm not sure how they're going to proceed. I guess it'll just depend on how it heals up. So, but you know, my nose is a bit itchy me, but so yeah, I want to get the camper out. Yeah, there's a lot of things we got to do. I want to take a ride over to see my cousin. I got to go see my niece, nephew, and my other 2 nieces. And there's a lot I want to get done. But we'll get there eventually. Eventually. So I'm going to close this vlog out because there's really not that much going on today. I may pick it back up tomorrow, but it's not going to be on this vlog, obviously, because I'm ending this one. And listen, let me tell you something. When you have been out of practice of not vlogging on a day-to-day basis, or maybe a weekly basis or whatever, this is a weekly vlog, but it's like days stacked on top of each other, which you could tell. It's chopped up, as you can tell. And I was getting so good at it at one point, and now I've just gotten out of practice of it, so I got to get back into it. And I'm planning to stay consistent with it because, you know, like I said at the beginning, I have so many new things going on, ankylosing spondylitis wise. And then my cousin, you know, she kind of threw another bulb at me with some stuff that she's dealing with that I'm looking to, that I might have to discuss with my rheumatologist. And because I may be dealing with some of that. But, you know, I'll get into that later. But, yeah, I got to get back in practice. I did notice I'm doing the thing again, and got to stop that. And then I have to get used to being a little bit more brave, which I was getting at, going out in public with the camera. And because, you know, when you do that, you're out and about, you're walking, you're talking, you got the selfie stick, and you're talking into this camera or the phone or whatever it is you're using, and then you have people looking at you like you're some damn idiot, talking to nobody. You're like, okay, what are they doing? You know? But I've noticed, just with going out and about in different places, I have seen people doing it more and more and more. Even up here where we're at in Ocala, we were at, where were we? It's been a while back. We were at the mall. I think it was last year at the mall. And this couple was just walking through the mall. We went down one side, they would come down the other side, and she was just jabbing away. Boyfriend was next to her, like, he really didn't want to be involved. He was just kind of letting her do her thing. We went into Penny's, and then we came back out to go back down toward the other end where Belts is. And sure enough, there she was, just, I don't know what she was talking about. And the poor boyfriend was just sitting there like, okay, really, he was done with it. And people were just staring at her because people aren't used to it. You're used to, here's the thing, you're used to going on YouTube and seeing people do their thing on a day-to-day basis, right? You have people that you follow on YouTube. They're doing that, you're watching them, but yet when you see somebody out in public doing it, actually getting it filmed and getting ready to put out, you don't know what the hell they're doing. Well, that's what they're doing. So I have to get used and just block that out, and then just start taking the camera out, doing whenever we go out and doing our thing. So, well, that went left, right? Okay, alright, I'm going to get off here for now. I love each and every one of you for free. That will be one of the keynotes that you'll know when a vlog is over. Anything I do, that's what you get. Love each and every one of you for free. That is a phrase that I got from this beautiful lady. Her name was Jackie Brooklyn. And she lived in Brooklyn, New York, as a matter of fact. And unfortunately, she passed away um, I'm assuming, well, could be other complications, but when COVID first hit, it was, when they were having all the deaths up there in New York, she was unfortunately within, I'm thinking that grouping, but I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, so that's where the phrase came from. Love each and every one of you for free. So, on that note, I'll see you in the next one.